1, 2, 3, 4. G'day, Mark Wilkes of Buzzbox Guitars. It's just a nice picking style you can use on a 3 or 4 string slide guitar. It especially works best on a fretless one. I just think the fretless is the purest of these style of guitars, the cigar box guitars, and this is just a really nice way to do it. So we're using thumb and fingers to play it. So using your thumb and 1 and 2, fingers 1 and 2, and they're sort of working independently. Thumb's playing the 4th or the 3rd string, depending on whether you've got a 3 or 4 string. If you have a look at the tab, then I've got a tab for 4 string or for a 3 string. But up on the lower string here, use your thumb to play that note, and then use fingers 1 and 2, and I say, you know, imagine they're glued together and playing the next 2 strings. So thumb, and then pull upwards to get the next 2 strings. So there's a sort of a standard finger picking action, is to get that action going first. Thumb and fingers up. Imagine using the side of your thumb. You'll see there's a sort of a thumbs up symbol. That's what you're doing down here. The side of your thumb is what you're playing with. And then these 2 fingers are curling up into the palm of your hand. And so the rhythm that we're playing here starts off with a 1 and then comes down and makes that sort of tapping sound. And then you just do it again. So you really want that tap to come down together, and it depends on the type of body or the pickup that you're using, or whether you've got a pickup at all, but you can just hit it onto the strings. If it's not plugged in, you'll still hear it. Here I've got just a piezo pickup in this, so it's quite loud when I come back down. And it's just a nice effect. Now the main thing is to get this rhythm, and you can count it. You can say 1 and 3, 4 on the final tap. So the 2 is that 2nd tap. You can count through it, but sometimes it's good just to listen to it. You know, listen to me playing a few bars of the same thing and then trying to lock into that. It's 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. 1 and 3, 4. Lock into that rhythm first, and then we're coming up to what is the equivalent of the 5th fret. Sometimes it's the 2nd dot, but it's up to the C chord, up the neck here, and exactly the same thing, but slide in to the bass note with your thumb stroke. So this as a slide guitar, so there's a good chance to put that in. Don't try and just slide the whole thing. Get it on a slight angle and get that thumb stroke sliding up and back down. And then come up to the 7th fret equivalent, or perhaps the 3rd dot on yours. Slide down to 5, but come in behind it, go down to 3, slide back up to 5, and then finally come back up to 7, and with thumb and fingers together, just pull the whole lot. And just 4 even beats to finish it off, finish off the 12 bar blues, ready to come back in again. So the slides happen when you're moving up, and always never come back down to move back up again. So let me play through the 12 bars again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I messed up one of those, but if you keep your rhythm right, you can pretty much get away with it. So the main thing is keep your rhythm, even though I didn't get that slide right. You just keep going with it, and it all comes together as a 12 bar blues. So there it is. That's a nice finger style one. It can be played plugged in, it can be played unplugged, and it sounds quite nice. If you look down below, there's a tab of all that. Notice the angled lines are where you're sliding. And notice that's just on the thumb stroke. It's not on the whole chord. And just gives that nice effect sliding into the chord. So give that one a go. It's a lot of fun, and it gets you into fingerstyle playing. Thanks.